What's up, YouTube? Coming at you today with a review of a sharpening stone. And I have not used this stone yet. I'm going to edit this video in with some footage of me using the stone. But the presentation and the beauty of this stone when it comes to you is just so incredible. I want to get some quick footage here of it. This stone is from Korin website, which is fine Japanese tableware and chef knives. They've been in business out of New York since 1982 and have an incredible array of high-end Japanese chef knives and knife accessories and sharpening accessories on their website. So I'll put a link to that down in the description, of course, so you guys can go check them out. This is the 8,000 grit Kitayama fine grain sharpening stone. Now it is sold on some websites as a 12,000 grit stone, but Korin labels it correctly at 8,000. The reason for that is this is the Kitayama stone. Forgive me if my pronunciation's incorrect there, but the Kitayama is named after the Kyoto region in Japan, where you can see these beautiful, beautiful trees here. And the natural stones that are mythical and so famous worldwide come from those Kyoto mountains. So this stone is a man-made stone, but it does have dust particles from those incredibly mythical, famous Japanese stones. So the presentation and the beauty of this stone is something I just want to get on video here real quick. It does come with a nagura stone, so you can maintain the stone. And that dust I mentioned, it's a particle range from 8 to 12,000. As you use the stone, the dust and the slurry might get more fine. But your biggest grits or your biggest particles are going to be 8,000 grits. So rightfully, the stone should be labeled 8,000, though you're going to end up with a very nice finish with some peaks and valleys in it from 8 to 12,000, which should give you really nice edge holding qualities. But it's one of the softest stones on the market. When you feel this, it's just as soft as you can imagine. These beautiful Japanese characters on there when you get the stone is one of the reasons I wanted to do some film here just real quick before I get to sharpening. It almost looks like brush strokes here. I don't know if this was a stamp or if they actually had someone paint those on, but just really neat. Really authentic, and the feel is just incredible. Very nice wooden base. So anyway, just kind of a preview there. Let's get to sharpening. Be right back with you guys. Alright guys, so back at you with the Kitayama 8,000 grit stone, and going to do some sharpening of my Enzo Nordic here, an 01 steel with a Scandi grind. It's got a little bit of condensation on it there. I just came in from the air conditioning. It's pretty warm out here, but the knife has been finished up to a translucent Arkansas stone. So it has a pretty nice finish on it already, but certainly nowhere near a mirror or anything. So we're going to work on that. From everything that I have read about this stone, and from everything on the Korin website, it is not a stone that you want to soak, although it is a water stone. It's more of a splash and go stone. You can soak it for about 5 minutes, or you can just kind of put water on top there like I am for a while, and once it stops absorbing, you're pretty well good to go there. So let's get at it. I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, so first we're going to prepare the stone, and we have the nagura stone here, which I'll just let that soak a second. And you don't want to use that stone very heavily on the Kitayama. This is one of the finest stones on the market, the softest, stones on the market, and so you have a much harder stone in the nagura than you do with the Kitayama. So you just want to kind of get a very light slurry going. You can already see some of that printing coming off. Really, that's about all I need right there. Just a little bit of slurry. You don't need a lot. You don't need to work in the slurry on this stone. Alright, we'll be right back with you, and we'll start sharpening the Enzo, guys. Alright guys, so just getting my first few swipes here with the Kitayama stone. It's very, very impressively smooth. Has a great feel to it. Nice feedback. These stones do have magnesium salts in them, so you want to keep that in mind with your high carbon steels. You want to wipe all steels off after using the stone. Maybe follow up with some preservative. But man, nice feedback. You can see that it's definitely removing steel from the trailings there. Has a very nice feel to it. It really does sort of have that natural stone feel to it, similar to an Arkansas stone for me. Alright, well I'm going to keep refining this and I'll be right back with you guys in a second. We'll take a look at that finish we're going to get off this stone. We'll follow with some trailing strokes and then see what we're working with here in a little bit. Yeah, so this stone is just a joy to use, guys. It's you've always got a little tiny bit of a break-in period with a new stone where that top surface is just going to be not quite as smooth as what's right below, and once you've gotten into some fresh stone there, this thing is just really a joy to use. Now, old habits die hard, guys. This is the method that I use for my small stones, like I mentioned, and I can get hair-whittling results like this. I'll end with trailing stropping style strokes, but this is how I sharpen because I'm limited sometimes to 1x4 stones. But what we will end up with here will be just a really nice 8 to 12,000 grit finish. Should have some peaks and valleys or a little bit of tooth to it with the varying grit like that. So you should end up with a really nice edge holding, nice slicing knife. And this is a Scandi grind for some of you chef folks that might be watching this video. It's a single bevel grind with no secondary edge. So the finish is already just looking unbelievable on this knife. And if I'm getting much of a burr, you just don't feel it. It's so minute. But with some stropping strokes at the end here, I think we would align everything pretty nicely. I should use it again. I've used the nagura a couple times when I rinse the stone off like that and add some more water, and it gets a slurry just really fast. The nagura is quite a bit harder than the Kitayama, so you can see that sort of gray colored slurry there, and that's allowing the binder in the stone to let the particles loose that'll help sharpen your knife. So you don't want a lot of slurry with this style stone. Just a little bit is what I'm finding is all I need. And you don't really even need that, but it's just a little nice addition when I jumped from a 4 to 5,000 grit stone all the way to this 8 to 12. Really has a nice feel to it, lots of feedback. Really enjoying it. Got a air conditioner running in the background. I hope it's not a bother, but there's not much sound to this stone. It's a really pleasant, light, wouldn't call it a squeak, but you can just barely hear it, and it's really nice. Alright guys, well I'll be finishing up here pretty soon, and I'll be right back with you. We'll take a look at this edge and the finish. Alright guys, so I'm getting pretty close to where I'm happy here. If I had a little bit more refinement in between, I think I'd have a perfect mirror, but I've got a highly reflective finish, and I'm just doing some really light stropping strokes here at the end. And this 01 I found is actually trying to pit a little bit as I sharpen, because it's been wet, 20 minutes or so now. Oh, there's my newspaper print that I'm going to show you guys the reflectivity and cutting ability with off this Kitayama. Very impressed, very happy. I do all my scandies by hand for now, and I really enjoy freehand sharpening. And I hope you guys will go check out Korin. They have a lot of really cool products. Again, you can fill your kitchen with world-class Japanese chef knives, or you can use their accessories for sharpening all of your knives in your collection. Definitely super high quality stone, and you can get that dust in there, and it makes it really affordable, because some of those authentic Japanese stones, including Kitayama, are $700, $800, $900. So you're getting the dust they've used, so they don't waste all the leftover materials when they break stones or have stones that don't fit, that they're able to add to these man-made stones. Alright, let's wipe that off real good. Have a look there. Got good lighting out here for you guys, but it's kind of hard for me to see in the viewfinder. Here is a newspaper. Just have a look at that. Highly reflective. Let's get you focused up here close. Very nice finish. Very nice finish, guys. And I could keep going and remove completely 100% of the scratches with this finishing stone, along with better refinement along the way. But let's take a piece of this print here. Some of it got wet. Yeah. Like butter. You can hear the toothiness in the edge. Again, no stropping, just stropping on the Kitayama. So guys, very impressed. I highly recommend this stone. I'm going to continue using it, and definitely will be picking up some more stuff from Korin. Their service was outstanding. The stone can break, these kind of stones, if you were to drop them, and it came wrapped in a lot of bubble wrap and a very nice large box that was way larger than the stone. And the box itself was actually banged around a good bit by UPS, of course, but it was fine inside because of the tremendous packaging. And then again, in the beginning, I showed you just how nice this presentation box is. So thanks for watching, guys. Go check out Korin. The link will be below. And everybody have a good one.